All right, so like, check out this slab of butter here. Okay, these are the smaller ones that you get at the store. 1, 2, 3. So 4 of these over here would be a pound, all right, or 0.45 0.45 grams. So it's in Canada we use pounds. So this here, right there, is 1 pound. Okay, here's 2 pounds, and let's say 1, 2 up here. Use your imagination. Here's 3 pounds of fat right there. All right, pure butter. So the reason that I'm showing you all of this is because when I did a 5-day fast, I had lost in 5 days 15 pounds. So most of that is going to be all put back, and I knew that. But from those 15 pounds, maybe 12 were put back. But there was actually 3 pounds of permanent fat loss that occurred. That it wasn't fluid shifts from fasting to being refed. So during a 5-day fast, all right, while not eating and people considering me in a starvation mode, I actually went to put into perspective all of these butters. So it's like I was like, all right, I'm going to make this whole chunk of 1 pound butter last me for, the next day and a half. And basically I'm fasting. Everyone's telling me I'm insane because I'm starving myself. But meanwhile, probably in a day and a half, I went through 1 pound of butter. This one's called Great Value. The butter I used was Jason brand, which is my name. It's my butter from my butt, basically, kind of gross. All right, here, another day and a half, I went through this much butter. That's insane when you put it into that perspective right there. Okay, and the same here. It was actually 3 pounds, but let's say it wasn't totally 3 pounds. So just think of it this way. When you enter a fasted state and you are no longer giving yourself calories, all right, this here is only 3 pounds, okay, of fat. When you start thinking about, imagine if you were stuck not eating, right? And you were like totally, screwed. So what would you do? Okay, let's say you found just butter. Do you think that you would be suffering and starving and unable to survive if you were chowing down on on all that butter for the next 5 days? Do you think you would die? Do you think it would be the hardest thing you've ever done? No, all right? So as far as your hunger, I think that anybody would be quite confident, okay, that if they were on a reality TV show and they'd win money if they lasted 5 days, okay, only eating, okay, butter. Would they tap the buzzer and say, that's it, I can't do this, this is too extreme? Or do you think most people, okay, for 5 days, okay, if they consumed this, it would be not pleasurable, but do you think that they would experience hunger after eating all of that? No. So think of it next time, okay, as you progress from intermittent fasting to more prolonged, to put into perspective and to put, you could explain it this way to people. Okay, I fasted for 5 days. I lost 15 pounds. I gained all of it back except for 3 pounds because, there was 3 pounds of real fat loss. Therefore, I ate all of this butter, okay, and that's why I was not hungry while I was fasting, because I was basically living off my stored fat, which is equivalent to living off butter, basically. You're not going to be starving for 5 days if you eat all of that. And that's what happens when you're in ketosis. You're living off your fat. And butter is the exact same thing. So you can understand when you're in a state of ketosis why the appetite drops. It's not like the vegan propaganda that say, well, when you're sick, your appetite drops. That has nothing to do with it. It has to do with your body being fed this quantity, okay, of satiation just from your own body tissue. That's 3 pounds worth. Imagine when you hear people that lost like 60 pounds or 100 pounds. Man, it would be interesting to start seeing that. A person that lost 50 pounds and, they pop a picture up on the internet, and then after they put like the amount of pounds in butter, and it would really put into perspective how much calories, how much actual stored, nourishment in energy wise, that we have stored. And yet we think that if we're not going to eat for 24 hours, we're gonna die of being malnourished. That makes no sense.